It's just happiness. It's just joy. Nothing but joy. The world's got our brains a little fried right now. Fried rice up there. And I think you need to make a quilt. Hello. I have an important message. I made a quilt and I think it's beautiful. Look at her. Wait, let me put it the right side up. Look. I can't get the whole quilt. Look, it's so beautiful. And I need to share it. I have had a lot of creative pursuits in my life, and I picked up sewing about a year and some change ago, and I haven't sewed that much, but I just recently was like, I want to really get back into my sewing. And so I was making a shirt. The shirt was going terribly, okay? I was making a bowling shirt. It was like literally so awful. I was having a terrible experience. There's so much turmoil going on in the world. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a quilt. I've got this wonderful sewing machine. I'm gonna make a quilt. It was exhilarating. It was, for the first time in my entire life, I'm 29, I really felt like, oh my gosh, I don't need background music. I don't need a background show. I don't need anything but this quilt. Look at her. The color is so beautiful. The pattern is from GladHandsSewing. I bought it on Etsy. I'll put it in the description in case anybody ever watches this. But I mean, just look at it. The colors, beautiful color choice. Whoever designed this, I don't know her name, she understands color theory. I made so many mistakes, and I'm one of those people where if I'm making mistakes, I don't persevere. I really don't. But this quilt, it didn't matter. I was like, I'm gonna finish this. It feels so good. It's itching this part of my brain that has never been itched before. And I feel like that's what creativity is. It's like that itch. It's like deep in there. The binding looks terrible. The binding is bad. I know this looks kind of okay, but like as you go through, my binding has gotten a lot better. I'll show you because I have a little surprise at the end. Yeah, so it's very uneven, but I actually took scraps from all the jelly rolls that I made, and I made the binding. So it's like multicolored binding, which I just think is so fun. Also, I used a bed sheet, just a regular bed sheet for the backing, but what winded up happening is that I winded up having to tear holes in the back because I really was not quilting correctly. Also, I would actually probably, you can see I really only did like 8 by 8 inches. I think next time when I make my next quilt, I'm really gonna go deep in the paint when it comes to the quilt. But anyway, back to the holes. So I had to rip a bunch of holes to fix like this overlapping problem. Let me find it. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. I was getting this kind of snagging here. But it was like really egregious in some places. So I had to cut a hole in the back. And so I had to make these patches. They're a little bit stick out, as you can see. But it's kind of like a nice little detail on the front. I hand stitched some of them, which I think those look exceptionally yummy. You can kind of see it there. But my hand got really tired and then I hand sewed it. And I was using my Singer Heavy Duty, and it was not a fun time quilting this on that machine. You can see here. But there's like 12 on the back. I just think the colors are so beautiful. I mean, just like, it's just happiness. It's just joy. Nothing but joy went into this quilt. And like I said, I made so many mistakes while making this. I had to seam rip like 10 yards of fabric because I messed up the seam allowance. I just kept going, and I've never felt that before. I've never enjoyed the process with anything. With this quilt, I really felt like I I found something within myself. And like I said, it was exhilarating. And you know what? I think you should make a quilt. The world's got our brains a little fried right now, fried rice up there. And I think you need to make a quilt. Oh, bonus. So with the scraps left over, I made a little souvenir. Let me get this down. I made a mini quilt. Look at how beautiful. And look at how much better that binding is. Don't look at the back. The back is, I was practicing hand stitching. At some point I did get it. You can see, looks nice in some places. But I mean, look at how much better that looks in the front, or how much better that is from the original. I mean, come on. When's the last time you saw yourself improve? When is the last time you saw yourself improve? Be honest. Yeah, and I even added these little things in the back so I can tack it up to my wall. And I did hand embroidery. Just beautiful. Anyway, if you need anything, I'll just be, just be over here holding my things that I made. Anyway, thanks for watching.